The global trade war sparked by Donald Trump's sweeping tariffs has escalated even further. China has now said that it would not cave into the US president's recent threats on tariffs.
Now, Trump has vowed to levy extra 50% duty on Chinese imports if Beijing did not retract its planned counter tariffs. The US president also ruled out any pause in tariffs despite a dramatic market sell-off. Talking to reporters after meeting Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, Trump was asked whether he was considering a pause on his new tariffs to allow for negotiations.
Would you be open to a pause in tariffs to allow for negotiations?
Well, we're not looking at that. We have many countries that are coming to negotiate deals with us, and they're going to be fair deals. And in certain cases, they're going to be paying substantial tariffs. There'll be fair deals.
Trump also reiterated his threat of additional tariffs on Chinese goods, criticizing China for ignoring his warning not to retaliate. Trump promised the new tariffs if Beijing did not retract its counter-tariff plans by Tuesday.
With China, as you know, against my statement, they put a 34% tariff on above what their ridiculous tariffs were already. And I said, if that tariff isn't removed by tomorrow at 12 o'clock, we're putting a 50% tariff on above the tariffs that we put on.
Beijing hit back, saying that pressuring or threatening China is not a right way to engage. Liu Pengyu, spokesman for Beijing's embassy in the United States, said that China will firmly safeguard its legitimate rights and interests.
Trump also rejected a 0-for-0 tariff offer by the European Union, saying that it is not enough to account for the transatlantic trade deficit. Trump instead urged Europe to buy energy from the US.
We have a deficit with the European Union of $350 billion, and it's going to disappear fast. And one of the reasons and one of the ways that that can disappear easily and quickly is they're going to have to buy our energy from us because they need it. They're going to have to buy it from us. They can buy it. We can knock off $350 billion in 1 week.
European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen has sought a bilateral tariff exemption for cars and other industrial goods, saying Europe is always ready to strike a good deal, but also warned of countermeasures to defend Europe's interests.
A 10% baseline tariff on US imports from around the world took effect on Saturday. A slew of countries will be hit by higher duties from Wednesday onwards, including the levy of 34% for Chinese goods as well as 20% for EU products. Asia-Pacific markets rebounded a little on Tuesday, with Japan's Nikkei soaring over 5%, while Hong Kong's Hang Seng futures showed a slight dip. Australia, South Korea and Japan all saw strong gains following losses over US tariff tensions. Trillions of dollars have been wiped off combined stock market valuations in recent sessions.